Don't panic. It's only a statewide stay-home order, unless you're GameStop or places like that. The California Governor's Executive Order. I know we're talking about a serious subject here, but I'm trying to at least keep some of my sanity and sense of humor intact. And if you could do me a favor and share this video, I'd really appreciate it. YouTube doesn't seem to like it if you call the great big bad bug by its real name. So if you could help me out by sharing the video, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Speaking of GameStop, I've heard there could be some pretty shady things going on as far as employee policies, but I'm not an expert on these things, so what I'm going to do is link to a couple of articles that you might be interested in. You'll find these links in the description to this video. So now we're looking at the governor's executive order N-33-20, and I'm going to leave out all of the whereases and wherefores. On March 4th, 2020, I proclaimed a state of emergency to exist in California as a result of the threat of COVID-19. In a short period of time, COVID-19 has rapidly spread throughout California, necessitating updated and more stringent guidance from federal, state, and local public health officials. For the preservation of public health and safety throughout the entire state of California, I find it necessary for all Californians to heed the state public health directives from the Department of Public Health. Now, therefore, I, Gavin Newsom, Governor of the State of California, in accordance with the authority vested in me by the state constitution and statutes of the State of California, and in particular Government Code Sections 8567, 8627, and 8665, do hereby issue the following order to become effective immediately. It is hereby ordered that to preserve the public health and safety and to ensure the healthcare delivery system is capable of serving all and prioritizing those at the highest risk and vulnerability, all residents are directed to immediately heed the current state public health directives which I ordered the Department of Public Health to develop for the current statewide status of COVID-19. These directives are consistent with the March 19, 2020 Memorandum on Identification of Essential Critical Infrastructure Workers During COVID-19 Response, found at, there's the website. These directives follow Order of the State Public Health Officer, March 19th. To protect public health, I, as State Public Health Officer and Director of the California Department of Public Health, do order all individuals living in the state of California to stay home or at their place of residence except as needed to maintain continuity of operations of the federal critical infrastructure sectors as outlined at, and here is the website. In addition, and in consultation with the Director of the Governor's Office of Emergency Services, I may designate additional sectors as critical in order to protect the health and well-being of all Californians. Pursuant to the authority under the Health and Safety Code, and then here is a whole list of them, this order is to go into effect immediately and shall stay in effect until further notice. The federal government has identified 16 critical infrastructure sectors whose assets, systems, and networks, whether physical or virtual, are considered so vital to the United States that their incapacitation or destruction would have a debilitating effect on security, economic security, public health or safety, or any combination thereof. I order that Californians working in these 16 critical infrastructure sectors may continue their work because of the importance of these sectors to California's health and well-being. This order is being issued to protect the public health of Californians. The California Department of Public Health looks to establish consistency across the state in order to ensure that we mitigate the impact of COVID-19. Our goal is simple. We want to bend the curve and disrupt the spread of the virus. The supply chain must continue, and Californians must have access to such necessity as food, prescriptions, and health care. When people need to leave their homes or places of residence, whether to obtain or perform the functions above, or to otherwise facilitate authorized necessary activities, they should at all times practice social distancing. The health care delivery system shall prioritize services to serving those who are the sickest and shall prioritize resources, including personal protective equipment, for the providers providing direct care to them. The Office of Emergency Services is directed to take necessary steps to ensure compliance with this order. This order shall be enforceable pursuant to California law, including but not limited to Government Code Section 8665. It is further ordered that as soon as hereafter possible, this order be filed in the Office of the Secretary of State, and that widespread publicity and notice be given of this order. This order is not intended to and does not create any rights or benefits, substantive or procedural, enforceable at law or in equity against the state of California, its agencies, departments, entities, officers, employees, or any other person. And there is the signature page. All right, so let's go click on this link for covid19.ca.gov. So click, and it's spinning, and it's looking. Let's see where it leads us. And we're spinning. Oh, that's not good. Well, let's try it another way. So what I ended up doing was actually typing it into the search bar in order to bring up the page. And so here we have the California coronavirus response page. And one of the little functions it has a translate button so that you can translate this website, select the language. Let's just go pick one. Oh, let's just go for Punjabi, just for example, and hit that. And bingo, the page with the information is translated into Punjabi. There's a whole bunch of different languages you can translate this page into. So if you want to share this page with family and friends who speak a different language, that might be a helpful thing to do. For example, let's translate this into another language like Spanish. And here we go. Information in Spanish. So you have this interactive page that can be translated into multiple languages with updated information. I think they're updating it on a daily basis. There is this disclaimer that this is being done by Google Translate, which is a free third-party service which is not controlled by the state of California, and the state of California is unable to guarantee the accuracy of any translation provided by Google Translate and is therefore not liable for any inaccurate information or changes in the formatting of the pages resulting from the use of the translation application tool. The web pages currently in English on this website are the official and accurate sources. Any discrepancies or differences created in the translation are not binding and have no legal effect for compliance or enforcement purposes. If any questions arise related to the information contained in the translated website, please refer to the English version. Well, at least it's something. It's better than nothing. If you're subscribed to the channel already, you might want to check and make sure you're still subscribed so you're notified whenever a new video goes live. And subscribe if you're new. Until next time, this is the Gardening Snail of Livingston, California, because not every critter is hiding under a rock.